Hey viewers and friends, Andrew back again and welcome to another video, and I'm back at you guys with another top 10 list. It's been a while, but I'm here with my top 10 modern horror remakes. So any modern horror remake from the year 2000 right up until today can be included in this list. Decided to keep it modern because that's really what I've been getting into lately. Over the past month I've probably watched about 4 or 5 modern horror remakes, and there's been some really standout ones over the past few years. So yeah, I felt like doing this list. I know it's kind of a sore point with some of you don't like remakes. I'm kind of on the fence with them. I'd always prefer something original, but then again there's been some fantastic ones. Two have really stood out over the past couple of years to be absolutely fantastic. So it's kind of given me hope back when it comes to remakes. But yeah, let's get on to the list. So I'm going to start at number 10 and work my way down to my all-time favourite. Alright, so sitting at number 10 goes to Let Me In. The reason it's number 10 is because out of the rest of the remakes, I think this is the one that was most unnecessary. Basically, to put it bluntly, this is an American version for people that are too lazy to read Swedish subtitles of the original film. So this is based on the original Swedish film Let the Right One In, which came out a few years prior to this one. Really unnecessary, but actually this one is absolutely fantastic, and I would put it on equal footing with the Swedish version. I really can't pick between the two of them, which one I prefer. All really just comes down to which one I feel like watching at the time. But yeah, pretty unnecessary, but absolutely fantastic. So number 10 is Let Me In. The next one might surprise a few of you, and some of you may not even realise that this is a remake, but it is, and that is Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. One of my favourite recent horror films actually. Really creepy, great atmosphere, really well done haunted house film. This is a remake to the 1970s made-for-TV movie under the same name. I have not seen the original film yet. But yeah, this one was fantastic, hence why it's in my list. So number 9 is Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. Number 8 goes to the Amityville Horror. This is one of the rare exceptions where I actually prefer the remake a hell of a lot more than the original film. I find the original Amityville Horror boring. I don't like it at all. I know some people consider it a classic, but I don't understand why. I think it's boring as all hell. This remake is 100 times better. Really like this one a lot. So the Amityville Horror sits at number 8. Right, sitting at number 7 goes to I Spit on Your Grave. This movie's been out for a while now, and there was a lot of buzz surrounding it when it first came out. Extremely late to the party. I only watched it for the first time last month. Well worth the wait though. Awesome film. This is another one where I still haven't watched the original. I own the original. Just from what people have said, I don't have that much interest in checking out the original. I think I am going to prefer this one a lot more, for the simple fact that there's less emphasis on the rape scene and there's more emphasis on the revenge portion of the remake, whereas in the original it's the other way around. And I definitely prefer this one. You know, less on the rape, more on the revenge is definitely more up my alley. Fantastic revenge that the woman gets in this movie. Some of them are hard to watch, brutal as all hell, absolutely fantastic. So I Spit on Your Grave sits at number 7. Sitting at number 6 goes to My Bloody Valentine 3D. Always been a massive fan of this movie. For quite a while it was my favourite standalone slasher remake. That was until another film that recently came out, but we're not going to mention it at the moment. But yeah, My Bloody Valentine 3D absolutely fantastic. This was one that I actually watched before the original. You guys know that I'm a massive fan of the original film. It's probably my favourite 80s slasher film. Love the original My Bloody Valentine. But yeah, the remake is cheesy fun and really, really well done. So number 6 is My Bloody Valentine 3D. Alright, now we are down to my official top 5, and I've got some great remakes in this one. Alright, so sitting at number 5 goes to The Evil Dead. Probably not a big surprise that this one is in the top 5. I know a lot of you would probably agree with me. Absolutely fantastic remake. This was one of the ones that I was mentioning before. Great remake over the past couple of years. But yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of the original. Not as big of a fan as some of you are, but I really like the original a lot. And I would put this on par with the original film. I really can't say one is better than the other. I think they are both pretty much on par with one another. I really liked the change up in terms of the story in this one. Great characters, and the gore was absolutely fantastic. So number 5 is The Evil Dead. Number 4 goes to Dawn of the Dead. This is probably one of the first horror remakes that I can remember watching. Always been a massive fan of it, still am. A little fun fact that some of you may not know, I actually saw this before the original film, and for quite a while I actually preferred the remake over the original film. But that has changed. I have a growing appreciation for the original film now. I absolutely love it. It's a classic. Took me a fair while to get into it, but yeah, definitely prefer the original now. But anyway, this is a fantastic remake. Slightly different to the original film, which I always like to see in a remake. The zombies are faster moving. There's more characters. Still has the awesome mall setting, but definitely a fantastic modern take on the original classic. And they focus more on the zombies, less on the characters, whereas in the original it's the other way around. But yeah, Dawn of the Dead sits at number 4. Awesome, awesome film. Alright, sitting at number 3 goes to The Hills Have Eyes, another fairly popular and well-loved modern remake. And for good reason. This is absolutely fantastic. This one I actually prefer over the original film. I kind of find the original a little bit dated now. It's still good, but definitely prefer the remake a lot. Yeah, really violent, some pretty awesome effects in this one as well. Really enjoyed all the characters, loved the setting as well. So The Hills Have Eyes sit at number 3. Sitting at number 2 is Rob Zombie's Halloween. You guys probably aren't that surprised that this one made my top 10 list. Probably a lot of you are kind of surprised that it is ranked 2nd, but I think it is absolutely fantastic. I love it. Nowhere near as good as the original film. There's no way that it could be, but I still think in terms of a remake to an absolutely classic horror movie and a pretty long-running franchise, Rob Zombie did a fantastic job with this one. He made it his own movie. I know a lot of people have issues with the sort of trashy side to the characters, all the swearing, the backstory on Michael Myers, but I love all that stuff, especially the backstory on young Michael for the first half of the movie. I think is absolutely fantastic. It adds a lot to the character, and I thought it was extremely well done. So sitting at number 2 goes to Rob Zombie's Halloween. Alright, and down to my number 1 pick, so my all-time favourite modern remake, and it's probably not just my favourite modern remake, it's probably my favourite remake of all time. I thought it was an absolutely fantastic job, and that is Day of the Dead. I'm only kidding. I wanted to throw this one in there as a bit of a trick because I know most of you absolutely fucking hate this remake. I actually like it, but it's nowhere near top 10 quality, so we'll move on to my proper number one choice, and probably no surprise to a lot of you, and that is Maniac with Elijah Wood. Well, what can I say about this movie? I've already reviewed it, so if you want more in-depth opinions, check out that review. Most of you have probably seen the movie by now, and I know most of you share the same opinions as me. A fucking amazing remake. Directors, take note, this is exactly how you remake a classic film. I'm a big fan of the original film. Absolutely love the original remake. The original Maniac. It's absolutely fantastic. But I've got to say, after watching this, I've watched it a couple of times now, I think I prefer this slightly more to the original film, especially in terms of the camera work. It's shot entirely in POV style, so point of view of Elijah Wood's character, Frank Zito. Absolutely amazingly done. Some of the best camera work that I've seen in a movie, really creative. It definitely helps make the movie a lot more brutal, especially during the kill scenes. Yeah, just incredible. To me, this is a perfect movie, pretty much completely flawless. Elijah Wood was amazing in this one. The rest of the cast were great. Fantastic homages throughout to the original film as well, and amazing soundtrack. So sitting at number one, my all-time favourite remake is definitely Maniac. Alright guys, so that does it for my top 10 horror remakes. I hope you've enjoyed this video, another top 10 list for you guys. Definitely let me know what your top 10 horror modern remakes are in the comment section below, or better still, if you feel like uploading a video showing your top 10 modern horror remakes, by all means do so. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.